Hey guys, hey, thanks for joining us on Wednesday. We appreciate you all paying attention to us, keeping us in your thoughts and stuff like that. Rob will be joining me momentarily, so we will, as an overview, we will review our Traders Night. What else are we going to do?
Traders Night. Talk a little bit about the market, what's going on, why it's so hard to get products.
Yeah.
Kind of have our little Super Bowl talk and maybe make some predictions on that, and then maybe preview my show.
Sorry, show's coming. Yeah. I'll say. Okay.
Preview my show.
All right. So, hey, we got one viewer, probably Tommy.
Well, that's cool. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
We hope. We'll give you a few minutes. Maybe we'll have a couple more people join. Maybe my mama. My mama says she likes to watch me on the TV. On the YouTube, but she misses it all the time. She always likes it like 4:30. She's like, "Oh, I should check that out." If she do it 3:30, but it happens. So, all right, we're still at 1, so we're just gonna go with it. So,
All right, sounds good.
let's put our illusions all over the place. So,
You want to talk about trade night?
sure.
Good, the bad, the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Sure, we can do that.
Was the ugly me? Was
No.
was I the ugly part? Because no. Oh, okay.
Nope.
We had approximately 50 to 60 people to our trade night.
Yep. Which
In
was
the middle of a level 2, we just came out of level 3 snow emergency overnight. We did go down to level 2. People aren't even supposed to be on the roads. We refused to cancel our traders night because we had told everybody we'd be here. We would have still had our traders night even if there would only been a couple people. So we first off want to tell you guys thank you for attending. It was kind of bittersweet to us because when we came in, we realized that we had our roof had been leaking overnight due to some ice issues. So I was off my game. Bobby was off. Bobby was drying top loads for 4 hours, and still, I think he's still drying top loads somewhere. Yeah. So, anyways, that was kind of the ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, that and I mean. It, you said 50 to 60, which is honestly
conservative.
Yeah, conservative. That there was, you say 55 people, and that would be one of the better trade nights we've had. Probably, usually it's more 30 to 40.
Yep.
So 50 to 60 was definitely, a step up. But
if it would have been a nice day, I think we would have had close to 100.
Yeah, and our record's probably 75, 80.
Yeah, we knew we have handfuls of people that were like messaged us last minute and said, we're just not going to be able to make it, or the weather's, or how are the roads in Circleville. Somebody came from Wilmington and it was like the worst part of driving from Wilmington was literally downtown Circleville. So
yeah, and my street's still rough. I mean, just my actual street, they just kind of ignore it.
Yeah, the Circleville only takes care of major roads, and basically they're like, well, just the other roads will fall.
Yeah, I think that's what they think. But anyway, 50 people, which was a good turnout, and like you said, several people said, sorry we couldn't make it, but we could kind of tell from the response we were getting from social media that I was kind of hedging my bets. There was going to be a pretty decent turnout. So we appreciate that.
Our pizza didn't last as long as we'd hoped.
Yeah.
We could have ordered more, but it was it was wrapping up and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Anyways, the person that did win the jersey, Sean Davis, did pick it up today.
Yeah, just a little bit ago.
After talking to him, he actually, when Boomer Esiason went to the Jets back in 1995, went and purchased a Boomer Esiason jersey to wear.
Yeah.
He said he would have wore it. We could show it on our Facebook, but it's a little tight on him now.
It was back in his high school days.
In his high school days, so we told him he didn't have to do that, but we're glad that it went to a true fan of Boomer Esiason.
Yeah.
So, not that you guys aren't, but somebody by luck of the pool, that's who got it. So.
Yeah. So one of the I think the trade night was good. It was really good. There was a lot of kids.
There was a lot of kids.
There was probably 10 people in this room under the age of 12.
4.
Yeah, there was
under 4 years old.
Under 4 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
we're like they kept on walking around.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So there was it was good to see younger people in it. I'll address one of the bads because I mean I feel like I have less in this, but one of the bads that we constantly are kind of watching for and trying to, we discuss is we kind of like, hey, it's a big open concept. It's trade night, buy sell trade among yourselves. We have a fine line there where some people begin to cross the line where it's kind of more like a card show for them, and they kind of display their cards in a setup like they paid for a table.
Yeah.
And the tables are there for pizza, and they're for everybody to sit at.
Unfortunately, we received a lot of blowback from families that the mom, like it's the mom that comes in that's got her kid and she wants him to be able to walk around and talk to people and do all that, but not be able to sit at a table because there's a 4-foot table because there's chairs at it for other people to sit, but people have their cards displayed as like a card show, and and it's unfair to. If we was going to do that, we would have it for everybody. Everybody would be able to have a table and set up.
Yeah, so, if we were wanting to do a card show, that's what we'd do.
We would. We would literally set it up that way. So, unfortunately, in our future traders nights, we're not saying you can't put your cards on a table. If you want somebody to go through a box and they're setting at a table, but we do leave those tables out for customers to sit down and relax. We do have refreshments. We do have pizza. We had chips and stuff like that. We do keep those available for all our customers, not just the first people that get here and grab a table and commandeer it. So, not that you guys aren't welcome back. You're more than welcome to bring whatever you want to bring, and if you want to get a chair and put like 3 or 4 monster boxes next to you and anybody wants to go through them, that's fine. We have no problem with that because like we said, that's the way we've always done it, but we can't really just have you set up like it's a card show because it's not, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's an ongoing issue that we have, not with any specific person, but I mean months ago when you couldn't get retail to save your soul and there was big money to be made, there would be people that would just kind of display an entire table.
Multiple, or like bring in multiple totes of retail product and just undercut us as a shop. Yeah. Well, that, though it's putting money in their pocket, is hurting the shop. Not, and I don't, and if, I talk to Rob all the time. Me and him talk about retail wax and hobby wax, and we talk about constantly until like we're blue in the face. Like we've talked more about wax in the last 3 years than we have in the 10 years before when he was selling it. There was never a reason to discuss it. Well, now it's like, hey, can you get this, this and that. Unfortunately, Rob has a very fair price on his wax, or comparative to the market, so we really want to try to discourage people coming in and selling retail boxes in our shop, because that, if you want to do them on Facebook, we feel like, Facebook's great. Do that on Facebook. Or if you make a connection with the customer that we have and you're like, hey, I happen to have a box of Prism and they don't have it on the shelf, and hey, I can go out to my car and get a box. More than gladly, bring it in, sell it to them, or they can go out to your car. But we really just have a hard time with people coming into our shop and undercutting our prices and making, like that's a normal thing. That's not a normal thing. I assure you that I don't think that any other traders night in the area says, hey, go ahead and bring in all your retail wax and undercut me. We do supply you with pizza. We do supply you with pop. We do go out of our way to try to be very fair to everybody, I think, or as best we can. And I don't think you guys purposely are trying to You're not looking at hey, these guys pay X amount a month rent.
Yeah.
You're looking at, hey, I bought this for $25 and I need to get $50 for it, and that's a way to get it. Well, we just kind of need to draw back from that. It is more of a trader's night, like we've always said, trader's night. There is a lot of buying and selling. We assumed it was mostly going to be singles, and we have no problem with that. So just keep in mind, you're still, even though you're here and you're meeting friends and you're meeting new friends, because it is a card community, we still own a business and we still run a business, and if we can't, if that guy comes in and wants to buy 5 boxes off you and save $25 compared to what we have on the shelf, we may not be here forever. I'm not saying $25 sale is going to make or break us, but I would say a continuing that thing would definitely hurt us in the long run. So
yeah, yeah, and so I mean we've said enough about that. Like overall,
but other than that, everybody seemed to have a good night.
Yeah, the good
a
definitely
lot of people,
outweighs the bad in our trade nights for sure.
I ate the probably the worst pizza I've ever had. It like burnt my face. It was a Pizza Hut Hawaiian chicken, spicy something. Don't do it. Yeah. Some people are insane that order them.
I thought it was, honestly, I didn't think it was that spicy. My mom actually ate a piece.
What?
Yeah, she didn't think it was that bad, but
it wasn't horrible. It was just shocking, to have pepper flakes falling all over my mouth.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But we definitely had a good time, and I think everybody seemed to have a good time. Yeah. And like I said, we leave the chairs and tables out for people to eat pizza or relax and stuff like that. So just be mindful of your other people that are here at the Traders Night. So, and hopefully our next one is
April 2nd.
April 2nd. So
yeah, I believe I was just about to flip. Yeah, April 2nd, Saturday, April 2nd.
Could it be April Fool's Day?
Yeah, well, that's close.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you don't come to our Traders Night, you're a fool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyways,
okay.
All right, we will move on. But we do appreciate everybody that came out to the Traders Night. There was a lot of deals done. A lot of people walked away happy with the deals they made, and a lot of people were happy with the money they made. So, thank you for coming.
Yeah, so we're going to get into kind of like the market a little bit.
Sure.
Before we do, just going to mention, you see, there's Mega, Illusions, Blaster of Illusions.
Whoa! Where did those come from?
These are a couple things I've been able to pick up recently, and I know this is going to fall when I do this, but, Bingless merchandise continues to kind of come in.
I was going to wear this over my face.
Yeah.
And people would probably prefer that.
So anyway, Bingless stuff coming in. New products, I would say, kind of coming in, but that's kind of part of what we wanted to talk about. So, is there anything you want to comment on about Burrow cards or any cards that are going crazy currently?
Okay, yes. Joe Burrow is a phenom. Did not see that happening last year. Last year, when he got injured through, had knee replacement surgery, never went out and bought his cards. If a deal happened and one happened to fall in my lap, it was fine, no problem. Yeah. This year, still was picking him up for a couple dollars a piece here and there, nothing to write home about. Nobody asking. Nobody really like, hey, I need to have Joe Burrow cards.
Yeah.
Until they got close to the playoffs, and noticeably when they won 2 games that nobody gave them a shot. They even thought they was going to be able to beat Tennessee and then the Chiefs. So noticeably, I do pick up cards from customers. We do pick up cards from, Facebook. We've bought cards on eBay. We buy cards a lot of places. His prices have went up across the board at the point where literally the price guides cannot keep up with the market. This is something I'll tell you about the price guides. You have a Beckett that comes out monthly. Those Becketts are actually assigning a price about 2 months before what it actually currently is at, or the market is trending.
Yeah.
So 2 months ago, Burrow was not even the hottest in his class. He was still, him and Herbert, still 1 and 2. Now, Burrow stuff has went up. Now, a card that in the price guide is $15, literally, normally on eBay you might be able to pick up from $8 to $10. Right now, people are paying $15 to $20 for that card. Due to that progression of cost, the next price guide that comes out will move that card from 15 to 20, or it may move from 15 to 25. So even though you're going to go out to card shops, your local card shop, our shop, whatever, you're going to ask for Burrow rookies. They are going to be. You're going to automatically think the prices are higher than what they were, and they are. They have inflated. Your price guides cannot keep up with that. They literally print them 2 months in advance and stuff like that. So don't be afraid if you come to a card shop and you're like, man, that book says it's $15, but it's trending on eBay for $20. It's hard for me as a shop owner to sell that card for $15. So just keep that in mind. Burrows are crazy hot. Jamar Chase, I can tell you I have 1 single rookie and I have 3 sets of Donruss that he's in. That's all I have. I never chased after him. I didn't realize the error of my ways till right now. So Jamar Chase, I don't have him. Bobby has very few. He doesn't have, he has a lot of rookie cards because he was a top draft pick, but those are really hot. Matt Stafford rookies have went through the roof, especially autographs, stuff like that from back in the day. And Cooper Kupp, I can tell you for a fact I have prisms. I have optics, and several. Where at? No clue. So for me as a collector and a dealer, for the Super Bowl, if it goes one way and Cooper Kupp helps win the game or something like that, I will still be able to sell my Cooper Kupps probably for more after the Super Bowl, and my Staffords. But if the Bengals win, Burrows and Jamar Chases, you're not going to be able to touch them. They're going to get higher than you're going to be comfortable paying. Yeah. So just warning you guys in advance. If you can buy them now, buy them.
All right. So yeah, them getting more comfortable than you're willing to pay is probably a good segue into you talked about what was hot. It's football. And I remember a long time ago, it was probably 4 months ago, as the football season, was starting, I was saying, you won't be able to get football any cheaper than you could at that point. And honestly, I was kind of wrong. There was a dip somewhere.
There was a dip mid-season.
Mid-season, toward the beginning, maybe even, there was just a small dip in a couple of things. But honest to God, you could not get a hobby box that's not a draft pick based product for less than $400 or $500. That is where we're at now in this market. And here's the weirder thing. And part of my job, of course, like all these guys and like anybody that's buys and sells things, is the buying side of that.
Wait, you have a job?
I kind of do. Yeah, I feel like I do. I mean, sometimes. But anyway, I spent hours looking through wholesale lists, looking through emails from the distributors, trying to buy people I've networked with before, and football is just not available. Football hobby boxes are just not available. So that means your breakers are going to get. So if your local card shop, if that's here, if that's wherever, if you walk in and there's a hobby box on the store shelves, guaranteed 2 weeks from now that hobby box is higher, or more than likely that hobby box is gone.
Yeah,
you won't even have a chance. So I can't get anywhere. I kind of have a thing where I try to stay around the big guys, online the big guys. I don't have to name them for you to know who's some of the bigger internet distributors. Almost look like wholesalers.
Yeah.
Almost. I try to be around that. There's no way. There's no way on football. I can't pick it up for where they're at on it price wise.
And we feel horrible about that. You know, it's horrible that you're like, hey, I want a box of, probably let's say next couple weeks, Prism football is going to come out.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get zero from our wholesaler. Our wholesaler, who, I mean, I say our wholesaler because I feel like I'm part of it. But it's Rob. Rob's been buying from this company for
12 to 15 years. Yeah.
And literally because their allocations and the breakers need so much, and other shops in Columbus that get better allocations, Rob's getting zero Prism football.
Yeah, and I mean, there hasn't been.
And the only option that he'll have to buy it is to go to the secondary market, which
it's already $900.
Kinda is weird because you can buy it from the wholesaler. GTS is who it is. Yeah. He can buy it now, but he has to pay secondary pricing right now to get it. So most people don't understand. They're like, hey, I thought you got Prism football, and the wholesale prices. What is wholesale this year?
I mean, probably
$3.25.
Like what does it come out?
Yeah,
like GTS,
wholesale,
like if you got 5 boxes allocated, you probably got it for like $145, $155.
Okay, you got $145 for it,
and it's $900.
Let's say, okay, now it's $900.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob's not getting any of those.
None at $155.
None at $155. Yeah. None at $200. None at $300. No, they're automatically going to be like, hey, you want a box? Hey, we can sell them to you, but if it comes out $900, the way that they've been trending that we've noticed, your cost will be $775.
Yeah, probably.
They give you a little bit of room to make between 10 to 18%. Yeah. Now, if that product takes off, that's fine. You know, but if that product tanks, or Rob sells one box and then someone says, hey, can you give me another box? The next thing he does, he contacts them, be like, hey, I need another box. And they're like, oh, now it's $950.
Yeah.
Because now in the open market, it's $1,100.
Yeah. So that's where, that's where we're at with football. And we've talked about this allocation thing and all that before. We think Fanatics coming in will at least change the way they allocate products.
We hope.
And give
Fanatics, you're our only hope.
Yeah, give smaller guys, which it's hard for me to think of, doing this for 15 years and this being my living, to think of myself really as a smaller shop or a smaller wax dealer. But
he thinks he's bigger than he is.
Yeah, yep, I do. No, but anyway, but it is kind of harder to me to accept, like, 400,000, 300,000. That's nothing, in a year. That's nothing to them. And so, but anyway, what I was going to say is, so there are products that are affordable. A lot of your racing's not bad. A lot of your wrestling's not bad. A lot of your UFC, some of your UFC's not bad. There might even be some soccer that's not bad, as in under $500 a box. Yeah. So the thing is, and I can sell that stuff. Well, the problem is, again, it's not available either. So what that's telling me is those prices aren't going to hold either, because sure, it's I can sell it for $250, but I can't buy it for $240 right now. Yeah, nobody's doing that. We have no problem with breakers, and we're glad they're breaking. And in theory, it works for us. For me, if I only collect New York Mets, and I literally from a case can get anything that's New York Mets for X amount, and they don't have like a really hot rookie or something like that, and I get affordable, makes 100% sense. Yeah. But they make their money on the people that are the draft people or the hot rookie teams. They may be 8 times on one team higher than the other teams, because you're actually going for it, especially in basketball. A couple years, Zion Williamson, a Prism box that was $1,500, you were paying like $600 for the Pelicans. Yeah. If you got a base Zion, it was only $200. So you're basically betting that you're going to get Prism, you're going to get a variation, a numbered, an autograph. You're spending way too much money trying to get a rookie that you don't know. And the verdict's still out on Zion Williamson. It's still suspect that if he can get back from his injury and get back in shape to play,
and hopefully his knees will hold out for a couple years.
Yeah, so the people that bought Morant that year seem to do way better.
Yes, if you bought Morant, he's turned out much better.
Yeah.
So
I'll mention this because we're going to wrap it up within 10 minutes. So I'll just mention this so we don't forget at the end. My show is February 19th, Southway American Legion, south side of Columbus, 20 plus dealer tables, a lot of regular guys, quality stuff, and free parking, free admission. So we will talk more detail about
free parking,
free admission.
You charged me $15 to park VIP last time.
Yeah, that is.
What's up with that?
Yeah. So let's end talking about Super Bowl because that's time sensitive. We can't next week talk about what we think is going to happen.
Well, we can talk about what we think is going to be in the Super Bowl, and we'll be right.
Yes, that's true.
If we can wait till next Wednesday, we'll be right.
Yeah.
So, I prefer being right when I'm, but all right, Super Bowl going to be, I mean, if it follows the path of all the games we've seen this season in the playoffs, should be phenomenal. I tell people I hate blowouts. I only hate blowouts when it's not the Patriots or Tom Brady playing for any team.
Yeah.
Those I feel much more secure in blowouts when they're on the good side of it. This year's game really is a toss-up. I think the Rams are favored by 3. So any of you bettors out there, I'm thinking that I don't know what the over/under is. I'm assuming it's around 48 to 50. We could turn this into a gambling channel.
Yeah.
Hey, tune into FanDuel. Anyways, I don't do any of the
fantasy stuff.
Fantasy things. I don't do that. I don't really bet on football games very often. But I think that this game is going to be a really high-scoring game. Cooper Kupp, for some reason, is always at the right spot at the right time when Stafford needs him. And Burrow's got Jamar Chase that is catching balls reminiscent to me. I mean, I'm not going to go back like years, but Odell Beckham in his first couple years.
Yeah.
He is a force on the field. And being a rookie, that's awesome. So I would say that, I hope that the Bengals win.
Yeah.
It will hurt me in the long run financially because I don't have enough Burrow stuff because Burrow's right now, I haven't been to many card shows in the last couple weeks, but Burrow's going to be hard for me to pick up anyways, so I know financially it's going to hurt me not be able to pick up his stuff reasonably, but I would love to see the Bengals win.
Yeah.
And I hope it's but in any way, we just hope that there's a safe game. I hope no one gets hurt. The Rams have a very good defense. Their defense is like their defensive ends are Donald and Von Miller. They're amazing, and Burrow's got sacked like 9 times. So, realistically, if he can keep out of the grips of them, they have a good chance. So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say some comments, but do you want to check and see if there's comments?
You know what? For some reason, I don't have any comments. Nobody likes us.
Okay. I thought I didn't know. I thought maybe.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but anyways, I haven't seen any comments. If you commented,
we're sorry.
I'll respond to you later. So
we're sorry.
You're probably you're wrong.
So most of the stuff, and I only took 15-20 minutes to really look into this.
Yep.
Most of the stuff that I looked at had the Bengals favored by 4.5.
Are they?
Yeah.
Maybe it was. Sorry.
That's some of the stuff I looked at.
Okay.
So, but different people have different opinions. But they had Bengals favored by 4.5, which was surprising to me. I am going to say I'm a Bengals fan. I'm not going to say that I'm a Bengals fan like some of you have been Bengals fans. But obviously, like Joe Burrow, like the idea he's from rural Ohio, and am a Bengals fan. That's who I root for in football. Not the biggest football fan, more of a baseball fan. But Bengals for sure. And we definitely watched that game, the last game, and super excited. looking forward to. I think it's going to be a great Super Bowl. I would say that what might happen is it might be more of a blowout than they're predicting, but I don't know. And of course, I'm hoping the Bengals are winning. I'm not saying which side. I think it might be a blowout. I did read a couple things that really felt that they would figure out Cooper Kupp, that they would figure him out. They had a couple weeks to kind of figure out how to contain him and stuff. So that would be really a key if they could do that. So, I'm going to say go Bengals. I hope it's the Bengals, but, don't know.
With Cooper Kupp, it's not – I don't think it's the figuring him out. I think it's the problem that he can – okay, who said this? Brian said Bengals win on Simpson at 34-31. Okay. Well, we hope that you are correct. It's going to be a tough game. I mean, we hope everybody makes it through it safe. The Bengals have a very good chance of winning. When I get excited about stuff, they don't normally win, so I'm trying to not jump on the bandwagon. So, but it's going to be a good game, and you got a couple rookie phenoms. The NFL Rookie of the Year being a wide receiver for the one team, and former Heisman Trophy winner, national championship. With them, and then you got Matt Stafford, who sat in with the Detroit Lions for years, who is a phenomenal player, but never really got to display how good he was because he had good wide receivers, but they even had Barry Sanders. They just did not know how to get the team together to win. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, we're gonna get out of here. As a review, thank you for coming to our Traders Night. We appreciate all of you guys, and we hope that our next Traders Night will be bigger and we'll have more people. It is the start of baseball season. Doesn't baseball season start right there?
Around there, yeah.
So we might try to do like a baseball theme or something like that. And then next weekend is Rob's card show, South High Street, Columbus. We do actually have top loads in stock in our shop, and we have been able to lower them down to $4 a pack. That'll be our normal price for now unless we're able to find them cheaper and keep them consistently stocked in here. So if you need top loads or poly sleeves, we do have them. We possibly can even sell bulk by the case. At some point, we're starting to we have some connections to where we're able to get them in a little bit cheaper. So we're pretty stocked on supplies. Our Pokemon, we do not have the newest release of Pokemon, but we have all the other ones. We have Japanese, we have a little bit of everything. We have a lot of retail on the shelf. We have a lot of retail boxes, blasters, megas, some fat packs. Baseball, we have hobby, very little football, but just if you have any questions on anything that you are looking for, please message us, and we can either, if we don't have it, we can give you a price of what it would cost us to get it, and we try, like we said, we try to be as close or as close to the other guys as we can. So just keep us in mind. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you next Wednesday. Bye, guys.
Good. Thanks. Have a good day.